Okay. I'm hoping this works better. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Ba, ba, ba. Let me see. Hello, hello. All right. Hoping that works. Shoot. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. Problems. All right, so hopefully people are watching this. I'll go in 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this. Let me stop. Okay, so all right. All right, I guess I can see you if you comment. One of the things I have to do is work on improving my streaming ability. So apologies. Get this a little closer. It's a little closer. Yeah, apologies. I'm going to definitely work on that. Yeah, I try to stream it through a program and I can't seem to do that, so I got to do it directly. I guess it's only no frills view of what I'm doing. Yeah, that's okay. Came to see me work on inking. Now, do I have to get a different quill? Is everything against me today? I think it might be. Yeah, crap. Alright, where's my quills? Quills. Hold on. Do. And you are over here. Have some quills. These are the wrong ones. Yeah, I don't. These are good. All right. It's taking me an awfully long time to set up. So apologies. I got some more. No, that's not. That's not. Alright, that's all I need. In my supplies of stuff. Oh. Alright. I should tell people to begin at, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes by the time I'm done. Yeah, just before I started, my cats were making a nuisance of themselves. So I had to go deal with them. Basically, let them out. Alright, so you can see a brand new tip. I don't necessarily like using brand new tips, but okay. This one is actually, my God, it's good. Okay. Yeah, so I had to deal with kitty cats. I let them outside so they can leave me alone and not meow in the background. I can't really make this tighter, closer. So, besides a more powerful internet, which is something I'm going to be working on tomorrow, next month, once I have the tighter internet, you'll be able to see things clearer. But also, I need to get me some sort of armature so that I can get in closer. But with stronger internet, it's pretty horrible, really. I can't even freaking stream without it going red on me. With stronger internet, I can use a program that will assist in such things as getting closer to my image, to what I'm working on. If you're a follower of me on Instagram or even my Facebook page, you can see a couple sketches I did today. Another one of the things I got to do is have a studio that's separate from my cats because, frankly, I can't get anything clean for long. I just cleaned my scanner the other day, and it's already got dust and cat hair all over it. Darn cats. But that's okay. So I'm not sure just how long I'm going to be going. That's right. One of the things I wanted to do is get the image up. So let me, do two things at once. All right, first I wanted to do this. Let's see what comes up. Nothing. All right. I'm just watching myself. Make sure everything's working here. All right. I need the file. Where did I put the file? I have it on my desktop. And here we go. Open that. Where can I look at it? All right. And this. Something went wrong, of course. Open that. Close that. Loading. And there we go. And scroll. All right. And yeah, really. Yeah, I'm just a list of things I need to do. I got to get some better lights in here. I have like a sort of a clip-on light. I'm not sure where to put it where I'll be comfortable. And I'm a page turner, so sorry if you get motion sickness. That's just the cookies. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, as my mom used to say. Yeah, so I guess I'll make this. Let's see. Yeah, so I got a lot going on, as one can imagine, such is the life of a freelancer. Um, what I'm going to do is either move out of here or um, get a better internet option. Because it's just not doing the trick right now. Uh, so I didn't post about this because I knew I would probably run into problems. Originally I was just going to do normal hangout, which is kind of what I'm doing now. It's just like a normal Google Hangout. It's less stress on my internet. It's not me running a program on top of running, streaming. So I kind of planned, like, if I didn't have a number of people, hey, it's James again. If I didn't have a small crowd, I probably wouldn't do this for very long. But since James is here now, thanks, man. Yeah, this book is going to be fun. This is down. I put in the credits by Mark Fenton, pencils by Thomas Tenney, inks by me, and it's a lot to be determined. Whether we get picked up or we kickstart it, but right now it's just a matter of getting a couple of things inked up and then colored, so we can show them around conventions. I'm looking to actually go to MegaCon in September. I haven't done the cost analysis yet, but really want to go. And plus, essentially, my family is out there. My brothers, 3 brothers, are out there. So I'm thinking I can get in some. Yeah, I'm stuck streaming now. I want to get in some family time as well as go to the convention I haven't been to a big convention for a good long while. And I'm thinking that will be my perfect return. MegaCon. It's like I've always heard good things, and it's just perfect timing in a lot of ways. So tell me, James, as somebody who watches videos, well, I don't know about the whole family. Hey, it's Tag. Welcome. My brother Jimmy and my sister Laura Amanda Connor, for anybody who doesn't know, will be at MegaCon. But my other brothers, Victor and Tony, as he likes to be called, they're not comic people, but they're Tony's at least close by. I'm not sure where Anthony is actually located. And yeah, so that doing MegaCon would definitely be worth it. Yeah, I wanted to do sort of a group hangout tonight. The big reason is that everybody's going to be at San Diego come this weekend. And yeah, obviously I'm not going. I've been there once back in 2006. It's been a really long time. And it is an awesome convention. Yeah, it's the best I can do without burning my face off. I was pretty much talking about my challenges at the moment. My internet being one of them. My camera setup, my lighting. It's a little bit of everything going on. So this is more like just hang out with me because you like me. A setup in the future will be better. I promise you that. Just get too many bills this month, and so they're going to be deciding probably next month if I'm staying here or getting a different place. So I don't want to put money down on a internet that's not going to just have to be moved, which they freaking charge you for. But I do know that the internet I have is the strongest from the company I get it from, which is just one of my current challenges. So sorry about that. Hey, Art. I am inking. Thanks for visiting, buddy. Have you reached what's your goal? 500 subscribers yet? If you're watching this now or later, go subscribe to Art's channel so we can watch him ink. All right. Oh yeah, is this bad internet, or is it? I just never got a good signal out of this place, and I'm dealing with small town internet provider. I think essentially there's two choices. One's through the phone line and one's through cable. And I went with the wrong option. God damn it. Live and learn. Yeah, common problem. It just, I mean, I can upload videos and do that sort of thing, but like to live stream, you really need the extra boost. Yeah, good internet, bad equipment. It really makes a difference. So yeah, I'm not going to San Diego, not this year. And it really, really depends on what happens between now and next year. If I'm going next year, um, lots of good things possibly, but you can never predict. Like, doing this book, um, I'm going to be starting a gig next month where I'll be essentially drawing and inking my own pieces for a project that I guess I'll be able to talk about next month. And looking forward to that. There's another guy I worked for previously, inked like a part of a story, and he wants me to do more work for him. And that I'm actually kind of really excited about because that's like a real page rate. The guy's got it like that. And it's been a while since I had a real page rate. Mostly I've just been doing little bits here and there of small companies or just single self-publishers who really don't have the funds. I have plans to arts inking? Could it be true? Are you inking black and white? So tag says an indie perhaps. Well, this project is indie and yet to be determined. Like this page, this is a book called Down. Yet to be determined who the publisher is. Although we do have interest, which is like, we didn't even have the team fully together, and there's interest on the book to be picked up by a known publisher. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. Hopefully by time September rolls around, we'll have more of an idea of whether that's the case or not. And one of the reasons I want to go to MegaCon also is to promote the hell out of this book. I did interview Gaz, and he kind of interviewed me on. If you look at my playlists on my channel, I did something called Independent Crossroads, which I should get back to, and one of them is with Gaz. Unless I'm totally forgetting, I believe that's what I did with him. Gaz is awesome. Yes, inking writes. Inking writes. Inking rocks. Totally. So, Art, are you going to have sort of inking hangouts when you do your show? Or is it just solo with whoever is physically in your studio? Thanks, James. Totally appreciate it. It was a little while ago, but it's Gaz. Gaz is the man. He's going to San Diego. Well, you were there. You just watched his video, him and Mike's video earlier. Are you drunk? Too much technology for you, Art? Just working is enough work. I wish I was drunk. It's been a long while since I drank. 90% of what I drink is coffee, which is kind of insane. Best con story? Oh. All right. It was a little New York convention around the time that, like, there used to be a really big, back in the day, a really big New York convention in some hotel. I think it was Phil Suling. Jimmy has the best memory in the world. Mine sucks, but anyway, that for whatever reason that closed down. It might have been the mafia, who knows? Rumors. So there was a little comic convention. Meanwhile, I think Tucci might have had something to do with putting it together. It was in the basement of a church in New York, and I remember going there, showing up, going to find my table, sort of saying hello to people on the way. Totally confused as to, like, the setup. Like, there was lots of little rooms, and I don't know. There was no, like, plan. It was just like tables scattered throughout the whole basement, and in sectioned off into little rooms, and there was a stage, and there was tables on there. It was really weird. I mean, the fact that it was in the church was weird enough, but I sort of get to my table, and there, like, maybe 5 seconds, and a friend of mine walks up to me, and he says, Jim Stranko's looking for you. And mind you, like, I'm a huge Jim Stranko fan, and I was like, what? He's like, Jim Stranko's looking for you. He asked for you. I was like, okay. So then, I sort of drop everything and start looking for Jim Stalin, who is He's in one of the side rooms, as a matter of fact. And as usual, he is like a big setup, and he's like 3 or 4 tables wide. Um, and I walk up to him and I say, "Hi, I'm Peter Palmiotti. I heard you were looking for me." Like sheepishly, like I just didn't believe what I heard. And he goes, "Oh yeah, your brother told me you were a fan of my work, and I just wanted to meet you, and I heard good things, and you're doing your own work, and show me what you got." And I mean, he was the nicest person in the world, and like, it was amazing. Just that he heard I was a fan, and heard I was in the business, and that he just sort of spread the word he was looking for me and wanted to meet me. And he's amazingly, like, really nice guy, phenomenally talented. um I loved his what was it, Premiere or something back in the day. He used to do this giant size magazine. um and yeah, I was checking out his prints and books, and he had a whole spread, and he just took the time to, like, talk with me for a good long while. And I probably showed him something I was working on. I think, at the time I was like, um probably I don't think I hooked up with Vant just yet. I think I was strictly doing like really indie stuff. um so I kind of showed him what I was working on or whatever. It was just really nice and really cool. So I mean, to me, it's like, there's tons of stories of convention stuff. So, I haven't done hundreds, but it's always fun to go to conventions and meet so many names. I mean, back in the day, it was just names I knew on paper. Um, and Now it's like all these people I'm meeting online, and doing messenger chat with, or watching their videos, or you know all sorts of different kind of interactions. Doing Skype calls, and now just doing messenger calls. uh it's really wild. I never thought back in the day that I'd be doing a YouTube video and having art and tag in my chat section. Who knew? But yeah, I mean, uh, Stranko's one of those guys that, like, he hasn't done a lot of work in comics per se. He's done a bunch, but um, I would definitely consider him one of the top guys. I guess sort of like influence, not necessarily style wise, but just like he really made it such an impact. So, so it was great to have him call me out and say, "Hey, come on over here. Let me talk to you." Yeah, that's not how he sounds, but Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, let's see. Like the year I went to San Diego, I'll tell my San Diego story. Thanks, Art. Take care. Get some work done. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I went to San Diego back in 2006. I believe it was 2006. I did sort of a whirlwind tour. I went, let's see. I guess I went to San Diego first. Then I went to Vegas. And then I went to Chicago. So the same year I went to San Diego is the same year I went to Chicago. Haven't been to either otherwise. So that was a great year. Now the only reason I went to Vegas was to visit my oldest brother and his wife, and I spent like a week there. There was also a plan at the time to go. Where was I supposed to go? Portland, I think. It was this girl way back when where I talked to her a lot online, and she was like, if you're ever in the neighborhood, you should come by and say hi. And as I was sort of making the plan to fly here, fly there, and everything, she was all for me coming out. But for whatever reason, when I was in San Diego, I was trying to sort of call ahead and talk to her and make sure everything's a-okay, be somewhere else. She was actually out of town, so it didn't work out. So it could have been a much longer trip. Actually, what I had to do is, after Vegas, fly home for a couple of days, then fly to Chicago, because I think San Diego and Chicago weren't too far apart at the time, that year or something. And but yeah, so I guess this is a San Diego story. Who was it? Tim Bradstreet? Is that who I'm thinking of? He was the cover artist back in the day for a lot of things. He did a sort of photorealistic style. On Punisher covers and a bunch of things from Marvel. And I met him. He's a real sweetheart. But it's like, I met a ton of people back then. This is all still working, right? Yeah, it's still working. I can never tell. I had to go check the video, see if it's still running. Yeah, that San Diego was a hell of a lot of fun. The plan was that it was me and a bunch of friends who went in on a hotel together. I think it was like, at the time, I think I could have afforded to get my own room or something. It was a very good year, but it was like my first time in San Diego, and cool. Thanks, James. Yeah, it was my first time in San Diego. I'm a Brooklyn boy, New York boy. Never ever been that far west. I guess the farthest I've been was Texas, which was only because my brother was doing some store signings, and he invited me to go with him. And that's another story, but that was fun. So anyway, yeah, it was like, you know what? I'll go in with these people I kind of know online, and get a hotel together. I probably won't be spending a lot of time in a hotel. This is mostly going to show and take care of business there. The plan actually was that I would have a table there. This company that me and a friend of mine, I won't name any names, but we were supposed to be working on a book together, and this guy said, "Oh, I'll publish it. I'll, get it computer colored, blah, blah, blah. You'll make lots of money." The pitch. Oh man, how many books have I worked on where I was told, "Oh, it's going to be so awesome," and the reality is like nothing happens. Anyway, so go to San Diego, looking for the table that supposedly I'm going to be setting up on. I think I might have brought samples of my work. I had some pages there that I inked. Might have had a stack of comics I worked on. And I knew, like, probably at the table we'll be pitching the book. So I didn't want to bring too much. So it was like get to where the table is supposed to be, and it's just closed. It's like the table's there. It kind of looks like there's some crap on it. But it's not the guy who we were supposed to see. It's somebody else's stuff. He sold the table to somebody else because he didn't think he was going to make his money back without telling us. Both me and my friend flew out there for the sole purpose of essentially setting up on this table, promoting this project together. And yeah, that's awful. And it's like, where's the dude? Where's our table? What the hell? We both spent our own money, and it was like, I saw my friend, and I was like, he basically said, the guy sold the table, and And I was like, well, crap, I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to visit every single person that I know at the convention that has a table. And I'm going to meet, a lot of my heroes. I'm going to, it's like, I'm going to make use of my time here and just have fun and like, screw it. It's like, I wasn't hurting for money. And I was like, well, I always wanted to come here. So I'm just going to make full use of it. And I spent 3 days walking around the whole place, back and forth, all around, just visiting friends, checking out new books, seeing a bunch of the stars. They had movie stuff, they had video game stuff. I mean, San Diego. It's like everything is there. And it literally took me 3 days, and I still had stuff I haven't seen. It's like, oh wait, what's this hallway? Oh, what's this? Oh, here's another panel I didn't see before. So I mean, it kind of worked out fine in that sense, like that I made full use of my time there. It wasn't for the purpose that we came, but sometimes you gotta just take your punches. I had a blast. I had so much fun there. I was so geeking out over everything. And it's like the second it wasn't a job anymore, it kind of freed me up just to be a fan. So it kind of worked out. So, yeah, I mean, San Diego was good for, obviously my brother was there. Let's see, 2006, I want to say he was with Amanda. I'm not 100% accurate. Was that the time she was doing Gargoyles, or maybe that was before? I'm not even sure. I'm bad at continuity. So, like, I can't remember what happened when. But I just remember having a great time, and they have great after parties. It's just essentially gatherings. Everybody goes drinks after working a long, hard day. So it was immensely fun. I remember seeing John Boy Myers. Me and him did a little something that never, went anywhere, unfortunately. But he was at San Diego. Got to meet him in person. Another guy I knew, Ed McGuinness. We never actually collaborated on anything, but for a long time, excuse me, we were talking on the phone a lot. Back when he was trying to break into Harris and do Vampirella, and got some early bites to his work. Oh, good. That's horrible. All right, hold on. I almost never mess up. I'll fix it. Hold on. And I'm back. All right. This is what you need toilet paper for. Let's see if we can do this without screwing up worse. That's a big old glob. Oh, man. I am really ultra picky about every line. All right, don't get all over me. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll fix it up. Let me see the pencils. Where am I? Over there. Yeah, I could clean that up. That's not too busy. That's all black. That's all black. Yeah, that won't be a problem. Yeah. I use my X-Acto blade. So that's this. And just scratch it off. So that, a lot of people use white, but I don't like putting anything more on the surface than the black. So I just scratch it off. Yeah, it's not a problem. I'll just do it later when it's really sunk in. That's kind of like why I mentioned earlier, like when I started the video, I actually, like, where am I? Okay, this is the one I'm using. This is the one I started with, and it just wasn't giving me a line. It's too clotted up or something. Anyway, I've been using that point for a long, long time. So it was time to use a new point. And sometimes using a new point, you don't have as much control of it, per se. Kind of, goes its own way sometimes. But it's all good. Yeah, like, on all the points, the buildup of ink would prevent it from just all sliding off the tip at once. All right, so what else? I mean, San Diego, it's a freaking amazing building. It's like, 2 football fields long. So even if it was freaking empty, you could be there days just walking around. Just imagine 2 football fields full of flashing lights and comics and artwork and models and toys and everything and anything, people. And there was a book called Valentine. I worked on, did some inks with its creator, which is Dan Cooney, and I think I met him before. I think he's been to like New York, if I'm not mistaken. But I sort of met him on his turf because he's more West Coast now. I mean, he's originally from New York, I believe. But always great to see Dan. I mean, there's so many people. It's just I think I needed 3 days off once I got home. Brain spinning. Bombay White to try out. Yeah, I do have white. I mean, if it's critical, sometimes it's just too precise work. Whatever, like the area in which it blurbed here is mostly white. There's a couple of lines. It's not a big deal. But if it was a lot of line work and intricate things happening in a small space, I consider doing white. I'm not totally against it. It's just I usually avoid it if I can. I mean, it's like I'm really god damn it. It's just not my day today. It's just not my day. I'm more of a traditional guy, and as it is, I'm working on blue line here. And just to set up this page, was sort of had to learn some skill. Came to me as a PDF, and I didn't know how to grab an image from a PDF, which I guess is a basic thing, but I don't, or maybe you need a program to do that. I don't know. Anyway, I told Thomas, tell the writer, the writer has a scanner or something. So tell Mark to send me a file. Like I have to go out of town just to get a blue line page. Now I'm trying. Now I'm trying not to make it blurb. Now I'm too aware. Okay. Yeah. So it's like I had Thomas tell Mark to email me a file of this page while I was at Staples, like out of town, just to get this blue line. And I think, I think I did have internet there because I brought my laptop. You're not the Jenks. It's all good. Yeah, I had my laptop there, and I had internet. I guess they have internet at Staples, but I didn't receive it until after. I guess when I got home, I saw it. Luckily, while they didn't know how to blue line at Staples, they did know how to grab a file off a PDF. So that was good. Most things have I've been working with computers since 2004, maybe. Definitely by 2006, I had a laptop. Wasn't that experienced. Around that time, there was what? MySpace. Not much else. Everything I learned on computers, I was self-taught. And mostly I learned it by doing it wrong. Staples Store won't do blue line for me. Yeah, I mean, mine wouldn't do it because they didn't know. They don't know how. Do I get blue lines to upload it to Clip Studio, change the color to blue myself, and have them print it? Yeah. I mean, I don't have any art programs on the laptop I have. I mean, I actually just currently borrowing the laptop from my ex, just to have something portable if I do need to go somewhere. You need a scanner? Yeah. Scanner is coming really handy. I only have an 8.5 by 11. But copy centers, they can make a copy of this once it's inked, and then I could scan, an 8.5 by 11 image of it. 8.5 by 11 scanner is like, shouldn't be too much. You can find it everywhere. I do want to get a big flat scanner, 11 by 17 or however they run. Possibly, I mean, things. God damn it! Oh man, it's RT Bear. It's all RT Bear's fault. 11 by 17. Well, like I said, if you bring it to a copy shop and reduce the image by 64%, and then scan that, that's essentially 8.5 by 11. I haven't done this in years, and I've never made 3 mistakes in a row, but I think it's just this project that's making me crazy. Yeah, that worked too. Yep. See, there you go. So for the sake of doing this hangout, I have, let's see, maybe I'm taking on too much ink when I dip it. I have my AC off, but I do have the ceiling fan going. It's a little more humid than it was last night. Last night cooled off. I forget why, but yeah, it can be, I don't know, it's really, really noisy. So, James, I do appreciate the company, dude. Because, yeah, I probably would have done 20 minutes and left. Since I said this early in the video, did want to do a hangout with a group of people, but nobody's schedule worked out for tonight, which is fine. but it's sort of like cool to work and talk at the same time. With fellow artisans. Yeah, once I get things in better shape, like my internet and my lighting and my camera and everything, then people would want to hang out with me. Yeah, I mean, it's like I notice creative people in my small town that I live in, but, I don't know them. I know more people online than anything. And it's not like I put out the word to everybody. It's just like I asked a couple of people that were interested before. And it's like after a while, it's like, I'm just gonna do it myself. I always want to get into the rhythm of doing this, even if the results aren't fabulous. To me, that's not ultra important at the moment. Hey, Gibran. Hello, buddy. You're here, you're here. Awesome. What are you up to tonight? I'm just working and babbling. And apparently dropping lots of ink on my image. I'll tell you, when I left to my own devices, I'm more precise about how I ink a page. Some people consider that more anal. But I could tell you for a fact that right now I'm just putting down lines that, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. So I'm sort of spreading it out a bit. You're going to be painting. Cool. Wish I could stream with you, Peter. Maybe when I get a decent computer. That would be awesome, James. I would like that very much. I think the baby I got now, I got an HP Pavilion all-in-one. I think it was, give or take, it was around $600, which is probably the most I spent on a computer. I mean, mostly what I've had were laptops. But I did want a computer this time around, and I'm, there are things that don't work on this, but I've had it for a bunch of years at this point. But I like its capability, its widescreen, its touchscreen. Even though I haven't fully taken advantage of it being a widescreen. but it's just smooth delivery of what I need. I don't know if that helps you or not, but you know, I've had plenty of teensy tiny, no brand laptop garbage that, you know, that worked. But this is the first sort of real deal that I got. Yeah, touchscreen is fun. I mean, I don't fully take advantage of that part of it. I really should try to do some art, just like sort of smudging my fingers across the screen. I actually haven't tried that much. Mm-mm-mm. Let me check something. Check a couple things, actually. I have everything else closed off currently, so let me go see what's happening on Facebook. Anything important? No. Okay. No. There was a guy in posted in the Artcasters. Oh shit. That you guys reminded me. He like did 2 posts, and I commented on one of them. I said, not only that, you know, you shouldn't be kind of like posting twice in a row in the group, but that both your posts are pretty much unreadable because they say attachment unavailable, and then he replied, and then he deleted the post. So I was like, well, what would you reply? You know, I was just trying to be helpful. Like, you know, I'm a moderator in the Artcasters group, and you know, if anything, it's like that's more of what people do than anything else. You know, people are very cordial and just post their stuff, and you know, if they like something else, they'll like it, and if they really like it, they'll comment on it. We don't have any hate going on or anything. But if somebody's like posting multiple times in a day, it's like I like to let them know that, you know, give other people a chance to. All right, James, get your kids to bed. Thanks for coming on and hanging out. It's a pleasure having you, buddy. Have a good night. So yeah, just make sure that people don't do multiple posts, because that tends to feel like just spam. You know, if you punchy, if you're posting a bunch in a row, and you almost don't even care like how people are reacting to it or not. So, you know, I didn't look. I just looked really quick on Facebook, but I'm not sure he posted again. Good night, James. All right, I'm going to take a second and get something to drink. My throat is dry as heck. Okay, I'm back. Man, it really gets hot in here. All right, what do I want to say? Boop-ba-doo. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm not doing anything at the moment. Okay. All right. So I've been going about hour 20 minutes. And it's my worst inking experience ever. There's one blurb there, one blurb there. Jesus. That's what I get for using a new quill and just lathering on the ink. But that's easily fixed. I got the original pencils. This is, just a blue line copy. And I'll go and make sure everything matches up, and I don't totally wipe out the lines. But yeah, unfortunately, one of the things also in this apartment is that, summers here where I live, which is Kentucky, are pretty hot. So I guess I'm going to get going, even though I was hoping to stream a little longer, but, this light is actually not hot. I could pretty much, there's a cover before the light, but I could pretty much touch it and it's not hot at all. But yeah, I was hoping to go further, but I don't know. My throat's like more than dry, and it's really humid out today. It was cool yesterday, and yeah. So I'm gonna end this. All right, man. Thanks for coming along. I just want to mention again that this is down. I'm going to be finishing it up this over the next couple of days. maybe I'll stream here and there when I can. Maybe not as long as it. Just to give you sort of progress updates and what do I want to direct your attention to? Oh, well, you can become a Patreon. Patreon. Peter Palmiotti. $1 a month or more if you want. I'm going to shift the focus of my Patreon to my own comic project, Neon Eden, which there'll be a month you could look forward to. Or you can throw me a couple bucks in my tip jar, paypal.me account. You can click the description in the description box below. You can click the link to it and go there and just type in any amount that you want to send my way, and all are greatly appreciated, and they pay for my coffee and pizza. But yeah, I guess I'll end this up. Love you all. Thanks for coming, everybody who came. Art and Tag, who came earlier. James, who was here throughout. Gibran, who's a painter. Man, I really, every time I see more and more painters, and I'm getting the itch, you know, as if I don't have enough work to do. But I want to get into painting. You do good. You do good, really good work. Check out his channel. Check out RT Bear's channel. He's shooting for, what is it, 500 subscribers, and he's going to do his own Inside the Studio show. Tag, she's got a new channel, a couple of videos up. She'll be doing sort of comic book reviews, so go check that out. James, I don't think James does anything as of yet. He mentioned in the video, well, in the chat, that he needs a new computer. But I'm sure he'll be doing something in the future. And you've been watching Peter Palmiotti Inking Down, written by and created by Mark Fenton. This is pencils by Thomas Tenney, and my inks pull together in the end. I love inking. I love you all, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.